And a adofo dane so no se toso mienu na de yabo ne senti se me koso man mu na breno adru se de beso mo Adom TV enumre no sia ka sensem no edoso ye pa ne so de di mu akotene ya betene bi eni akwanhia si ewo kanta no brono bi e won sawe makra kwante ponso nam so nipa miensa ate won kwan afiro mo nsem adodo na so so prepre mo nsem ye de beso mo ewo kase emo Ghana mampanyi John Jamani Mahama so swedju ya wose na aban na sinkete won mo hweso betumi den hye pa ba abrebia na bebo makoko akuafo won mo ho atumi ahenha won mo enya no nko a Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection and so that the Senator Ghana this year na enim se Russia man no video bia ono da beto dwa e kire mayo bi ne bi omne ne ye ya da ma Ghana this year njai se video no so no mo send di bi emma foforo we mo bi ensem ye bi ka ho na nwure ye boaboa no ye de som Adom TV no siaka se Facebook /Adom TV Extra DSTV Go TV ko honom ensem ye ya boaboa no egu honom podcast so honom a obenya bi atie meden e de okatachi ejes kapayento ye ho ye mbra ye ba se den sem si fatie no ba shase Affirmation sem no ase enfama mo yakwakoya hosem isanse ukanta ye no ye bro no won sawem akra kwantempon so akwanhia si ho no menam so nipa miensa je won kwan e de from nsem dodo na so na prepra odomakopie mu wa yarsabia
Akwanhia siye ewo suhum ensawom highway kwan so no eye fuel tanker ana wafa eye fango petrol efi eye tema edi nani ache asantimantem ekonya akwanhia na nhwehwemu a aposifo aye no echese odriver ni ehyen na wo twi no enema ensisisu ye ama no eno enenam so ema fango ehyen eja etomu Enam so ama ahyen insia ene mototitafo motorcycle ibi eno nso no enan ni nyina ehye dwrebe ememu amienu ehye baako nso a okan wa wo hye no womo entimi ehu no enipa nan so epra a womo ede omokọ ayarsabia ekoje ayarwe Ghana National Fire Service ewo suhum nsawom eko bebi asem no esiye no aposifo enso akọ ayarsabia ben ho ekohwe enipa womo epra no Womo de nhihye so egu akwan mu a womo eyi ahyen a enya akwanhia e wo ka kwan sene traffic bia ema kwan ni so womo e de ato ahyemkafo a womo efasa kwan ni so se womo enhwese America tenten a womo ekọ no womo bebre na se sene nhihye egu akwan mu womo di so ensem ye betu dwai efie Public Affairs Unit Eastern South Region ye onipa ne nsa ehye nkrata ase DSP Fiankon Ochre
Koko akuafo bi a wono wa asante ahafo na to yetifido mantam ne mo wono ebo aban na baso pa se koko bo ne wate so ede amom
Wokuku bu a aban no ate so ede aba fom no enam so emadom kase ene omanfo wono du kuku wa sentimentem abonko ma wo kiri mu se
jo mama ban wonwina kuafo ho wo huna kuafo bra ya bra ka koko no ko nka se wate so ye de kom emu huna ene huna yen wo kwafu emu aduane kura bedie kura bo aduane fun aye die kura ni bi eni aduane papa akufu ado ba e be ye koko ba to koko no jo mama se akufu ado to koko no system media kwa na ko sisi yen jo mama o ba ye akufu ado di oba chore wo de 1 mi an to 40 what so ama se akuafo ye nsuru mu ye hunu de yenye yenya ye magu school mu ye de no se si awuso obi entie school fees akuafo yenye de ne tie ma school fees jo mama wodi akuafo akoma edi agoro
mama wadi ehwammo papa mahama otaye ya ankasa ota akuafo sansa akuafo ni ano yenim ngoma ye nchraw ye mpepa enu nti de opa bia no ba wodi ye akuafo hwese akuafo eto wagire wadrofo no kura na wawie na ya ankaja yehu ye nka abedi aduane pa no sansa woni sikanti no aduane pa no wosua no wakoton fofofo na ade ato nchene na ade ato meko enam nim because to na ma enso kuani ya nwenam ya de ne nchene meko ene nkate na ade atwitwim ni nyina mu awowo pam yai ya tefi ensu obu ya ni ebubo yai enti kase nko pa ko ye bibi makuafo ye ni eje kede wa be
enti ndisi bana nenke expect se on ba betu koko no abrosa o de o montimi ametu yese kura wa ba ya wa sa beti so say me am gina this year me ma emienu na wo school e kwan pe na e foso edi
Intino said ye kokwa foni bi won mu echres ha wo pam won mu ehu abo mo na nsu so abre bia na ehwe mo munya kapre enfidom mu yene mu no Ghana mampanyini John Dramani Mahama wonso so abakire mu se na aban na sinkete wona ehwe pegu akwa mu no beboa kokwa foi ama abre bia no won ho aheha wo
Ghana mampanyini John Dramani Mahama eni asan ahyebo e de atudwa se ne aban ye sinkete pa se enhyehyeye ahodo wonam de begu akwa mu e de ama koku eto se ne be ya endi enkoba se wonom de yenkuku abano na kwakudi aginamu akwakopesika edi efiri amanfo eho we wo chirima wonom eye ne sase ne be ya ebitimi aboma kokuakuafo nso ho ahenha wonom na sika onye bi egu wombutumu ewo wonumeden a wonom eye eho.
Just before I left, we have a crisis in our cocoa sector. We set a producer price for the farmer. At the time we set the price of cocoa on the international market was 7,200. We have a policy in Ghana where we give the farmer 70% of the world market price. The other 30% is used for administration, to supply fertilizers to the farmers, to provide scholarships for their children and all that kind of thing. The CD's value was 11.5 CDs to $1. After we set the producer price, the world market price has declined to 4,200. The CD has appreciated in value to 10.7. One of the major problems is that to buy cocoa from our own farmers, we rely on funding from outside. And you know what the collateral for the funding is, our own cocoa beans. And so you have to collateralize the beans to the financier, buy the beans and just ship them, and they pay you the international market price. So one of the key decisions we've taken is that we're going to stop foreign funding for the purchase of our cocoa. We are going to raise domestic bonds. We have enough CDs in Ghana to pay for our cocoa. We're going to raise domestic bonds, buy our own cocoa. We don't need to collateralize the beans.
Sebeye na nwane abrebia na betumi aboho ban o my Ghana emu na nwuma so etumi abuso e de ama mabunu ntie na NDC aban no e de nkokon nketenkete dwumadi e ba ye na wahya ase krampo a ekoso ewo oman yi emu ne san ho nti no osoafo abedi akire ya wono ehwe nwane kwadwuma no weso ye nyina san so nem no so esini twani John Dumelo san so emrahye bedwane wa kire mu sa aban na esinkete pa ye ne sente no wono mo sa ka bi nkokon nketenkete bi ewo bono East Mantam na emu ne ko makoma tom ye mesa senche processing factories if the juma hodo bibie e de ama omo a ne nyina beboa e wo nwumade mu
Abra osoafo abedi chire a ono na hwe agric ewonsam so John Dumelo ekopi mu ewo bono kuafo ene gie pa abra womo ensa eka enkokon kitinkiti bi na yade abeboa pa ma poultry production akonanim wode ato kuafo anim se aban no ewon hihye ahodo a woye e de aboa ma kuayo akonanim pa
factory no we share 50 commercial this year you choose 50 commercial farmers. Each commercial farmer be around 80,000 beds. Now sir 80,000 beds once a share by that time that big factory now ready. Some big factory no ever top sir 80,000 beds from all the farmers. Some commercial farmers not my day and processing. At least by the end of next year not Ghanaian chicken I don't market. And so that is what that is the plan. And also no man encouraging the at least some making sure they made in Ghana chicken. That's the only way this thing can work because I buy between me and 10 million beds, 20 million beds. But you see India, that's the problem.
Osoafo a ono ne wo Bono East Francis Owusu Entwi enso edito Municipal Metropolitan District Chief Executives MMDCs enim se womo enhwese project ahodo a ekoso e won patemu no wombema wonini edi akire
Mampanya sipai na madati mamfo so ase emso mampanya ehye wo shehi aye adwuma na nyankopon wadom Bono East region ye handing over and distribution of bears mampanya ehye ye boy na kwani e be faso amasa program e on feeling is one e be monitoring until time of me speech me catch MC say o make sure say na ni be di program here chi say na be ya yem feeling ye tosu mienu say o ye farmer anasa o obi a wonsa kasa nkwa bia na wo hu sense say kakra ba mu a agri directors ya ho Kohunu be na report case bi a wahunu farmer be na be ma wo advice.
Boli Mesnano Fire Commander, no so akasa Edia Fan, and same time no to Sukusa Hodo Honum, ni Jay Tonum, Shomunian, or seeing Chayakura, the Saint and Omdin Shimu share some penny for no, or church Romani may be a Namsuntia day, Jano, a buy a coin of fashion suburb, Wama Brebian CJ, or Metin Yasano.
Woma kopa huntuma anti-drug any environmental campaign. Council of State member bi ane dienim na sa dwumadie ekoso ewo Bole Senior High School. Wo dwumadie na seno station officer owo mpatemu SO2 Ibrahim Bawa e de atudwa say.
So briefly I will talk about some activities of students and the whole school management that I think for now are some of the possible causes of such fires in our institutions. Thank you. If you ask when last they changed their wiring system, they can't really tell you. But the management of every school should understand that all the wires have their expiry date. And when they expire, they break. Wires are exposed, and when there's any conducting material that comes in contact with them, it can easily bring fire in our schools. Then the second one I'll talk about is the activities of students. Sometimes we are not allowed to use some electrical gadgets in the school, and we are forced to use it, especially phones. What some of us do is that, and looking at the record, a lot of such fires happen when we are not at our dormitories. Why is it so? Because the electrical appliance we are using is not allowed. We charge it when we are going for class. We charge it when we are going for prayer. And in order to hide it so that if anybody goes to the dormitory will not see, we tie the phone with anything, hide it on our mattress while on charge. It causes a lot of fires, so we should avoid that.
Oswafo no ehwe dwadie na filijuma hodo so my Ghana emu Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare enso so de abasebo amma nwumekwa hodo wo man mo bi adwuma abrebia oso na mo modem ba mo bo abrebia adwuma mo yo mani ko hu ni ntino enam so ma ne medi from man mu ko ma foforo mu nkrahye abem
Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare na ye Oswafo Worship Trade Agribusiness Industry so eni wode aprobo kopiu mu ewo Blue Sky sa ehonomo wode to just say eni eni asopa ewo hwe senia local manufacturing companies awodo wo mai mu wonso oni ma no wo yewia pina wode ko amonone ekokoton a we say no etumi eboa person say se wonomo ekoton sika no so esan oba man yimu a eno eyade a wonomo entoto na say
yo ene mamba Blue Skies for asue ha na many ajepa many me deputy ne me pen for yaba yaba be hwe said your madwuma ne tie na bibi wo ho na ye mpa na ya ka kyerem bibi wo ho na ye pa na ya bo maba so yaba ha anije nko a ye me depa ne se ha omo fani pa e ma no doso ye twa picture no se ma ne nya ba bi nyina eye if say ya e ma ne mema nyina ye dom na ya manya adwuma ya enkwala no so adidiem so ye kama nti ye me de so mo fa ma bebre e wo ha eto so biom omo top fruit no e wo Ghana ha ya about 85% ti say bia mango na any season mu ansa enti me hwe se de omo ye omo to bua ma akuafo eno bae no enya baabi kɔ na omo ti omo kakama na adwumayefo so e ho mo lunch na anije e wa ha me feel say adwuma de omo ye ne ya no ne fa so e be bo omo ba so no se dodo na so e for the export market Ghana han so se pe say you export more of the things that we produce say be ya you be foreign exchange earning na yetimi atua your workers ni so kai ti me feel say Blue Skies for my ade bi e ha omo bia nso omo de ato yanim enso ye be so na ahwe na omo nioma no ai kama na omo ni age ho say omo be expand na afi omo produce more for export and then import substitution.
And so one more sounds with Nene mu ewo not sure apparels construction site. Ye no we tifo man tam na emu na we chire mu se sen panyefo won mo to meye omo ye garments wo ye na dodo so atere mu nkabeboa abokwan ma mebunu so nya adwuma aye.
Ko Germany obehuni bi na e watamale ha. Kama na de me fe no se omo chire nkwala na de ye omakofa expert omo ye garments na che free. We ase afa na nyina omo amedu ho mo chira de obi aye garments no 40 years, 36 years. Into experience no wo ho. Eno mato ombo mo kire ye mabawa na ye mrante no said ombe adwuma. Garment de ma me pe wo ho ayira mahama esi eni animu na mmara ne se etimi fa nipa bebree kwa na ohwe nipa kro ma form se esi omo kire omo adwuma ya omo yakobe 3000 enti omo training omo ya no omo training bi ka ho saa na ekọ omo be run 24 hours enti wo hwa enipa ebe di adwuma wo ha no enya akokra enti eba saa no ana se aban so ye so omo asene na omo timi ye ni yi na aban na Ministry of Trade Agribusiness ye agency exim mu e dia so masene apejo omadwuma no se be ya on betimi ay intentem no mafa ye mrante ne maba wa ne dodo na afi so aban be som no aboa private sector miensa no mo so aye garment factory no ebi e wo baabi titiri omo ye bi dada no because the why bi da no odo no ye a enche ye maba wa ne mrante no mo ntimi ntwen biom omo hia adwuma eno so na area mahama ay ne se obeboa no manya adwuma no na sen obeboa obe support to private sector especially in the garment space no mo so atimi aye bibi no mafa ye maba oni emrante ni bebre metu adwuma efo no for say the North Shore e dia hoden ahyem a kire omade no eya omontenase no monya adwuma no na North Shore so enya returns on investment no mo so daada omonya omaduane ni adwuma ba ne saa bo betimi abeye bi ni nyina na krom he bie se adwuma we ya aba ha onyame kwa ni nipa dodo e de ombe batamale kodue mu enti feel say North Shore ya ade na ye daira excellence John Dramani Mahamasi so no so aban na so North Shore asen se be ye obetimi afa nipa bibli wa adwuma no ha hefe pa na sen
Onfanche behwe na kasamfonye ni yetumi nya ne ye ni abo e de amamo ye to ye kase na so de ne be kire mu e won semfoforo emu enam South Africa Union won mo edi won ma finsha de to so edu enti no Ghana mampanyin jonjomana mahama wo hwese abrebia no betumi de ne ho ahye mu bi niema bia e ka che na to chem e obibire mu hanum sei no betumi atoto niema ye na aboa ama ebi man so de atumi afa yentuma pefra na de wo se e bia na yakoma betumi ato ye yem bia no so ne atumi aye
Pini John Dramani Mahama ene impinifo awodo a womo abibiman mu ehyiaye enchen AU summit a ekoso ewo Addis Ababa omampini edi tudwase ho behia paase bibiman mu enema bia edi omanfo eyaw ene enema bia sese womo ekabom na womo komunim ewo asomdue kwan mu no eho behia paase womo etusu anamo ne yade ebebo apa.
We stand today at a decisive intersection between memory and justice. If we hesitate, we risk leaving our children a continent dispossessed, not merely of objects, but of all meaning. Therefore, as AU champion, I call upon all member states, regional economic communities, local authorities, cultural institutions, and our international partners to move from moral aspiration to binding frameworks with clear timelines and measurable outcomes.
Odi to womo can be international partners and stakeholders say womo hwe say omo de nhihye pa bi go akwam eye framework bi na no ene beboa ma target si woni ni so no womo etimi etusa na mo.
We cannot speak of development without identity. We cannot speak of unity without acknowledging historical erasure. The great Pan-Africanist Marcus Garvey reminded us. He said, a people without the knowledge of their history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Restitution, therefore, is not symbolic. It is civilizational repair. It is the healing of deep historical wounds. It is the restoration of agency. It is Africa narrating her own story on African terms. This high-level panel takes place within the broader framework of the African Union's 2025, whose theme of the year, Justice for Africans.
Enyo da se open near court Twitter so be hu se Russia man bi na wo twa nepa wo honom ni nyina na eye ne glasses bi ehye na ene obepie mo my Ghana mo ne Ghana de hye ma yuan mo bi ehya ye didi nkomo ye ne ma bi a na je se onde na neje ho na so man de mo nim se bisa na ekoso no de ho kasanfo nyina no aba betu dwa a chese trende amobibia edi ho danse bi we ho no Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection Dr. Agnes Namo Molati edi adesere to Ghana de hye nim se kasanfo nyina ntwaye insadama yenjai se ye sende edi mafoforo.
Actions have commenced, and prior to these videos coming up, we had commenced discussions with the Ministry of Communication, and we're going to, where a technical team was being formed to look at all of these cyber issues, violence and abuse and all of that. I will say that yesterday, or I will say that the 3 days that this issue came up, it's an awakening call. Ghanaians are so trusting sometimes, and you see that some of the girls were just naive. We are so trusting because that is how we were brought up. We used to say we are hospitable. I don't know if we can still say that. Where you will see within a community, someone will give the daughter or son out, a child out, to lead a stranger to a neighbor's house. And that is how we are. We are so open and so trusting that you can see a stranger and walk to the stranger's home without knowing who the stranger is. I'll beg my young ones coming up. The world is not as we see it. The world has become dangerous. So wherever you are, even in the midst of familiar faces, ensure that your safety is paramount. Don't be too trusting to let the entire rope out to somebody without holding the end of it, so that in case of danger, you can easily pull back. I will plead with them. What has happened is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate, and it is heartbreaking.
Acting Manager Emma Village of Home Orphanage in the Rexford, assuming on some sudden and say more sem of former honomo, a boafo bit my bansrabimu, a cadia hodo, or bit momo be a beboa, or madisua, and near the Cheren semi coso.
Acting Manager wo Village of Home Orphanage Rexford assuming ene ede tumpenyin fo nim sada Roma wono mu ehia nema bebrebe ene school entade ne adesua akadia wodo bia ene betimi aboma mofra wo ho nso wadesua mu ensem etumi ejene na so Orphanage homa ye kan wasem yokopi mu e wo hono mu a emofra bese ohwa a ene wo hono mu ene nema hodo wono mu ehia bi na we no abra ekubia wondini focus technology ede nema kakra bi akodom wono mu ena wode to adom kasema ne boni enim se
almost 100. I will busy school. Apart from our high school, any tertiary, no. Me pay school attire. I'm on Monta de Bibri assess. Inti benya do for boy, benya school attire. I'm a frano. And I feel in here teachers note 3 no. No, so na your children because I'm afraid be a sweet on the yom note. Into him quite a do ya. And I how my. Beside that, no, who did dear? What kind of afraid will be being so almost in here or more as a. I'm casting a quite best time about maybe. And so BT mo buy ye on share bono, then almost have a cancer. Now, when the moment they buy and so a sunny baby who say, and there I fulfill the Napa Valentine Day, no my dream of broform. Now, my design men in a braying. Ain't he asida and yet the Mawomo?
Eho ena kuma bia wono maka focus technology wono mo ne koye nyame so ade enso ne manboni etwetwe nkomo no wono mo de to Ghana manfo nyenem se emra no Orphanage home te se wono mo enko na wonsa wonkeka ase no fa bibi kakra enkodum wono mo se ne be ya wonso ho betimi ahenhan wono mo
part of social corporate responsibility and give it back to society no and you donate in normal way any sika to Hope Village. And they happen to be a vase a year shadow. Nti any no eba na ye no ebedisa odo nkomo no. Nti ye ba ya enoma kakra ye de abai eni sia kakra na ebeboa ama upkeep. Ye ba mpa say yame ebe hya ye na asia so bitu abaye des.
Oswafo no ehwe dwade for the juma hodo nsema so Elizabeth Ofusuejare ekopie mu wapo ye mantam na emu woni nyonkodo Farmers Association edi nkomo na wachira mo se aban no ehuna juma pa omoye wo mafo ne sopan ye no bayadodo na so na mo nam adwuma moye ne so wo mu dwedwe ebo my Ghana juma ekoso na sekua juma ekoso ne senti wono aban ni nyina sinkiti wo mo hwe se nkade ombe hiye nyina na dama ode bedom won mo na abo juma moye ne mo
Minister for Trade, Agribusiness, Nafe Industry, Elizabeth Ofusejare, Eni, Edina Proba, or de co Unimuka Hudomako Copimu, Ewo, Ephobia, Eno, Ewo, Epuemantimino, Eno, Edansoa, Eni, Asasi Eka, or Habako, Enema Hudupi, Nomanfui, Edia, Ibine, Ebru, Banche, Popo, Potato, Pineapple, Coconut, Rubber, Eni, Eniaba Hudubia, Ekaho, Nawe, Nawaswafono, Eko, Aprobia, or then Semu A to Jawatch say, say Ejuma Sopana, Equiafua, a forum Senyon Kodo Farmers Association, one more a Yenesenti, say Bena once when you may debate me a con kino, Oberhe say anyone no by one more a trivia, you bet me a dandany, a woman more nothing so, a month for it to me and you be a dear doing, you may say one more a yibidia, and so one more ding into me and doing tia what her say, and more we see what the Bema one more send a bear, when you may deal so to me a call and kind.
And there's some about my barber phone, the phone here come up, more groups, very organized. Ebi mo ye popo, ebi mo ye potato, ebi mo ye abe. Na the omo episode mo trying to say, omo food ye no ma be add value. Enti ma be hu omo foi, me to me sa from one crying. Na ma hwe kwan papa, me bo omo amo ma ye value addition ye. Enye omo nyina so na person mo ye value addition no. Ebi mo so pe industry on be supply omo. Enti me bo omo with the matching. Enti we so I'll link them with industry on a contract basis. Say be ya. Enyoma na ombe no eno so factory bi wo ha ombeto nti wo start here dua crowd me say factory we da say ni say so a ombeto no do sika ma minim say because me ba ha ma ba di ombesa gie di say me say omumra na me mo omo na omunye value addition nso ombe gie di na eno so mahwe na maye amana e kama na akoye se de ukomi kro ma e ka say jare de o shebo a odi so
Eho ena kofa by the Manyon Kodo Farmers Association Rebecca Boache and so enkasayemo wade at the PCA Emma was wafui se
aha ye gren no up for other Roma near Beji Assase ewana na 1,000 acres okwase ho a ma dam 5 nko amaye na obi beboa ya o se doma me ti se panapo ewe obi na yi ni sika na ye dama no ye dua potato ye ntimi enu ho ebro banche ye process na so ye din eja ye ntimi kwaye nim ye maame oyo batampa
yeto akasia no weso na galamse ya de eguso ekoso man ga na emu sase ahodo nsuo asene nyina ye nyasem ketwa kra wo man ya fa na nyina emu nenso okopie mu wasa domi abre no ewo Amenfi East Municipality atoyamantamu a abrantie bia wono weta ya adoye obo mobronhofo wono so so wesinkete wesinebo so beye de obetumi bia o se de mona dikoro won madiko no won monko endi enkona so de aka no obehwe na wabohu eban
Ene enam sene omanfo etu efoma gudi emfa kwampa so yato ne din se galamse ese gara yensa sene ensu ahodo enti ene yukupi mu ewo wasadome abre no wo Amenfi East Mensi no mu atoye mantem no mu a obebunu bia ono de woyi tunu wesi wose ne mapa no obeye afato no so ma ene ensase omanfo aseni wotimi abo ma yadanda ene ama no asan akote bia na kane no ewo mu
ene omutu ya omenya no ho na o ma be kata so amaye no eni je ho pa omu jamna ne to ha obi wo ho a onama ebi wo ho a mna no ho afu onim sa mna da ho okwa no akotom
ye twam wo ho kwa afu amna ne da ho kase na wanhwe a ebetimi ayeden abu atom
o se kata so because amna panikura akotom a obetumi awu
ne pare nyina ye ne se a akwara de mento amna mu
bebe ye tumai ni bebre no empem bebre no mo kata amna ne so ti se bi makoto amna mu seka wie na kakata so a wo de wunwa hwe krampa asase ne da ho
eho ena Maxwell Pokwajimaya wono ene kweyisa nyameso a adi edema omanfo enso efa akonya no so de ato aban yi sanso ena kebiomufo enemu se wono mo emanonyo na de hia se ensase omanfo eseni no wono betimi ayibibi afa ho se ne be ya enkonkose kra ne mum no betimi aboanso ama wono mo etumi ede aye enema foforo
se utufuma gudi na asase na nseye enti wuwi na osa kata so a na asase na sa binya na asase pepepe basic 10 acres no meso me the same thing na ya dua kubi na say emme e wo so na be ya be future use but right now you read ya order body basic 2000 sockets I be say be factors nyina so sa ba ma konya anamnya tumi krata say me fa nya adwuma no betima ya adwuma no ya de say ya be say to aban kura nem say o ma tumi krata adi yesra ban say ka o ma tumi krata ebitim dia boye ne afoforo so aka ye ho a ebi o mota adwuma de ye di achi na ma wasa Amenfi East ntimi nkoso
Mesni Krachi yo no so e wo ko West Municipal Assembly ni din Tamimu Halidu wo ko ba no woden magalam sefo se wo no mu insurade esansa asase a wo mo se na panyefo asiesie so mpesom sa yo madwen so mpesom koso esa kotuma gudie no nya dom bepene ne ana se wo kina na ba na se wo mo sa so mo dia wo bekiro mo ba bia ye de ade to wo bekiro mo so so edwuma buru wo be hu akokọ we friend salolo.
Municipal Chief Executive Awoko West Tamimu Halidu ede kokobo akoma omanfo a womunam kwati kwan so etu agudie ewo ne mpatem so munyina ye pa na safo na nya de aban be ma mo kwan kra amomadi sa adwuma no wo kirema Assembly no ene Eastern Regional Security Council na nanoma himfo a womo obome aka wono abom ene stakeholders awodo a womo ewese enua a womanfo edwire tugu ene nsu a woma se no womo de niema begu akwam awese ni nyina siesie bekoso ama empatemo afane ntomapa efra
se womo aye dis adwumati no be saba betutu ne die no kware ye chi obi a Assembly no ene nanano eni bediri no ohwe kan ye bo na ye tu awie obekọ nyumre no bia service which ye baaye na amnamna egu wawase ha efiri wawase akodu odumase na nya depa ekọ wisi na ekọ besiase ena wo hwa na mo ye tu yakọ amanfo ya ba chido kula junction ya ba beturu ha Assembly ni die ya foto ya ho se ye beye ni ya ho de betimi bia na ya reclaim land no enne wo hwe reclamation o maya almost 50 acres. And it just said, you two are not more. Like them say, assassin, so your man in the hackwa.
Contractor, our no and area project, Yao Eje, and so Edin some say a tuja.
Now, as I said, not a wako here, as I said, and go for to tune in assembly. Emma, Yanya, sir, and Tiana, who be here, say, Rabbi, this Maya, museum equipment, drip machines, and other things. By a diabetes, Jumay, Abidis. Challenges are face part the for say galamsin. In fact, be attack. People will be talking, will be or be jahana or did you at them now or can you pay? And you use equipment, heavy equipment. A be or will be in the land close to the river. Then the signboards assembly the signboard that BCC stress assembly and in anonymous bombing two lines and a kaboom this edge.
Russia Bejani ya wejina muma wone wo atwema nwa bieja south ni din Shelly Che ono so kasade afasade mu kwantempo dodo na no enkoye osia nam so amakuafo brepan ye adwuma moye no makona badie emo
Russia Bejani ojira momfo watwema mu bieja south Shelly Che na nei edito dwaso bepimo ewo wono mo ebia ye hwa wona kwan ya de atete apansama nipa nko nipa emma we say akwakoya de ha wono mpana titiri ene ekuafo wono mo ewo hono mo we na ne wo bisa osofo na hwe na kwan so governance kwame abuja se aso wo hu se ne wono mo etibia ewo mu a wode to dwase no bepimo ewo ne mpeso no eso a amanfo pina na ene wono mo enyapade pi ehwere wono mo enamsa enema yi enti
de bi omo so drivers no omo parts say ni adia na as member of parliament de bia una ye deba winim de ni se me lobby and I will keep lobbying and I will keep fighting for omo rights all the other roads enye atwoma we beja de ya kwan enti mekosiwa to eno ehu anamo na megidi se ebebie kwan ama ekuafo ene enjumayefo mokomu njuma soso ometimi atu sa anamo no
eho no wofasa akonya no so de ato abenye nim se da roma wonhwene nim anim ya wono mfa mfidi megu na kwan so no wondwiso emfama wono mo sane be ya anya hwekora na ko ne ba de hu nsem emprinprin de ebetimi akototen ede mane manfo
Yenim sa atwoma we bieja is one of the biggest food baskets. Ye wukuku, ye other food products. Ye Jankoba is one place. Na former executive and I say ye banya wetwemu no. Na all so be ginger factory wo ho. Enti when you now with my constituency Jankoba kwan no so no we also a manchia e ben ho ni nyina enye yes and chese nduane omo ye ene nyomo mu produce no enti mi mbadwaman so te se de wo se badwaman so na efechi omo income
Ewutu Senior West one so MSN Cratche Kalala Nyameche so the desire to keep you move in name se won come home boom na ye honedin sem no wontumi enkapa basa na nyare wanyina so beti o wo mpeswane so
Abra Wutu Senior West District Chief Executive MC Kalala Nyameche any stakeholders eka wonu boom etisi montin so ECC womon patem eye clean up PB what ya tuja say assembly no e won hihye papa se womo e de beboa ama mpatem wo e wate pa clean up ekoso ewo ewutu obrache ene wutu papa se odi efutu e ma omanfo efa pomuden hu nsem sei
because mo fa district no Obrache Kabashe with regards to sanitation issues. Nti yabasre sisi yababa competition because every community biana mbedi ho yin biano. Yaso akadibia wo se yabre ho biano yabre ho. Na menyuka say as a district assembly no procurement of sanitation tools yami adoma Monday yedba ma electoral areas ni na nti nya kase national sanitation and I say district sanitation day every electoral area bia no bafa almost sanitation tools na omo akọ
Obatanyini awo ewutu obrache naye ayepi tete enso edito womanfo enim se womonhwe se wombesisi wompatempa se ne yarewa awodo ha womanfo apomuden no etimi abrase
ade a tete obi eniwa opefi wo a obepefi no neze se wankasa so na bidi ha wo yare ebe nyina eyefi na ebeside ne yabo ye ho ban fi sa enyomo eye se mbibia no yedi mbebesi wo na yedi esiesie ye krum ye mpotemu bebibia efi wo kaka bebia nsuo ata ho efi ewo krum ye prapra ni nyina yedi nyina ekogu bebi ye hye no na ewi a efi obia hu se ekru no emu ate obia na mu a yare nketenkete ntumi mma edi se cholera edi se malaria typhoid ye we mu nyina de boss anyome we mu nyina
Opanyina wadra blood bank ano ewo Sunyani Teaching Hospital ni din inogjawu ode adesere to wono mo mutumi fro pepemu etwumoja de ma ya sabia hodo se wono mo enhye ne sopan yi sanso manformo sense bi omoka se bana se moja no mo twiye ma ya sabia fo na no mo so ton o se nya de anokure bia wo sansem ne munti sansem ne nyina no wombongu
blood donation a womo eyade a womo de bo manfo ewo bono ne nimpatem se ne wombetimi enya moja ede aboa afoforo a womo ehia bi se ne womo apomuden beko nanim dwumedi e course no emabunu a womo yesukufo a womo free Christ Senior High School any Brekum Senior High School eka ho bi ana womo ekotwe won moja odwumedi ne ase no bono regional manager Emma MTN dwumako no Kofi Owusu edensem se tudwa
14 February obi anim say yada ya kire odo no MTN na kwan fa say be kire odo e dia boy customers any obi bia a owo Ghana asei say yenso ye hu be shem na ya boa ne atwemuja ya twemuja na yetimi ase bi wo yen blood banks the the regional hospitals and district hospitals so say be ya ye ma me no mo kwa awo so yi nwa na mo nya nkwanhia mo bi obeyare obehia muja no nya afi na ye be up and down and san nya muja enti ade ba kwede akoma so say emra ye kire odo yitimi sa as a business a yen so ya kire odo de a kire yen customers any nipa bia owo oman ni mu
opini a ono eneda blood bank ewo Sunyani Teaching Hospital inogjawu enso edinsem se tudwa
they are not coming and then now boils down to this in some way because almost a tomoja obi to make us about ma metwe moja na ye nton endi enti obi ti sa na ade nte wasem kotomoja no obi but ani pa ne refi say ochina nipa bi betumi ya de akwa emergency mo hia moja enti egusu aye education no se si ameka yomo mba si ameka yomo mba enti sere na yesro mo say omo fatom ye nton moja enti omo yi sa adwene e do mo tin say oko hospital moja na ma woton ye ton ma ye say da bi processing fee say na be ya nyoma na ye de ye ohu adwuma na say esa e be yan say scan bi akwa fa de aye de e de abeku ho
Mesni Krachi on so work by Bibrem municipality needing a Emmanuel Kofi in tea or no sob and homodent and yachimo legacy projects I would be ampany 4 year a watch him Kadiwo hem Pempeso drew Median Crassi this fair craw and then tempa so said it be fair yen in Temebabua ama one more one minion as soon as point to a canco or quite Bibrem ho.
Brakwabi Brim Municipal Chief Executive MCO War Emmanuel Kofi Inti Eko Share Project Awodo a Ekoso Ewachim Kede Eye Chips Compound Ghana Education Service Eye GES Womo Officer Womo Air Tremo District Command Office Any Kede Sports Stadium or their two just
there were more than 10 in one room. A big class a district command office no. A bit of animal. When the baby are 1 year day, why we are sure say it me we are because see I didn't go for when you go down back and your feet. Ebebo na police adwuma no so ayede akoso. Education office no na wo kan wase me. 1997 no ano ne share ase. Nti enya dia because we can want some obey on
Wodin some etu dwa ewie no wosan de to manfo a womo sampatemo se womo hwese wombeta NDC abanichi no ahwese nhihye awodo a wodi egu akwem 24-hour economy no wobetime tusu anamo na womo nso etime nya adwuma aye
na wo kan obi ani abre de dwa me man 9 contracts afie nko a mehwe maye ebia advisa level na wa twtwa ya unye no we akade nko ade enkada abeba ebesen akọ akenka ase mempa se yebeko nkra na so no obehu enuma papa ye den ye ewo hono nti Mr. Ghana for as one mompa ye ma his excellency John Dramani Mahama na ontumi nhihye ya wode agu akwan mu no nyame mmoa no no nya hoden na ontumi Emma and she share the abamina obi ntimi fa ahode enye
Kade the Straight Forestry Manager Nidin Isaac Kofi Jeche on so editor Ghana this year na kwafo nyina nem CM ye ninje ho sa brebia no ebetimi adwadwan nyadodo na wo man mu basa na esekore betu a eye fene dada mu ne basa so sine dada mu bio
District Forestry Manager Isaac Kofi Jeche edia to omanfo enim kuafo enim se wo mo hwese wo medua enua dodo pa na yade abeboa ma ewiem sachaye a eba nansen no omanfo etime nya so mfaso na enye se ebekoetia eye omanfo apomuden wo kasa no wo kire ne nsem no sei
afie twam yedua enua be 130,000 130,000 seedlings na ba ne bi ye agri crop because Ariana community no be breniche abene kubini so anything yeah they also come just entice them and I say we get them on board say oh almost say almost do mo pen what the amount we say aban ebo ka na eto seedlings enti e ba omo maji bi no mo fe nua bi omo fie bi kakra bi abenya kra na de bi siwa and of omo fu mo so because you know I had problem over ha na ye abeninti amanfo mpedua dua
wasan ede futuo ama nananom ahemfo ne omanfo se omohwe se eja hyehye aya na ekoso ewo kuayom no omohwe se ombetwa so na nya de beboa kra
bibisa sensitization program bia yema omonhu se yedu season bi ma se wo di fire yi bibi no anya careful ebetimi ama so bone nti ye around any communities no Asia edin komo emo mafutu fa fire outbreak no ye nka say o de wafu a wontimi mfa gyanhye but emran so wo hwa I say o ya wudi so nti na ye try say be educate you na ma ya aware some of this so every year bia no ye do season say mu a ye no mo edin kuta ho.
President Emma Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana Nidin Solomon Late on so da basbo Emma Ghana by the pan ye say na marine insurance or yen sakraye woman no ntino ehunyo mede nyina no wode ya hyen sechipa enwumaku ahodo wo my Ghana mu
President the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana Solomon Lati ene ebo abenyi abasopa ewo sene wodene nan esifoma ende wo hwese Ghana manfo nyina nso bitimi enye gidi ewo ensichiba enwumeku ahodu mu sene beya ene bitimi abo wono ewo akwanese nyina eso ne titiri ene marine insurance no eho babra wakasa ewo President cocktail bia wode hye so edema omanfo wo ensichiba adwuma no mu ena Solomon Lati ede to just say
a very laudable idea. I don't think any patriotic Ghanaian should kick against it. There are 3 levels of benefits. One, for the insurance industry, it boosts our performance in terms of premium income and coverage. The next level to which we say, question we don't have capacity. Who told you that? The Ghana insurance industry is actually virtually oversubscribed. We have more insurance companies than the size of our GDP.
Wasa fasa kunyana so to just in hwese na Ghana yensi de no ejana na so brania we ebi akwan ama omanfo se wonso de won ba be hye ensichiba agodo yi mu sane be ya ene wonso obetimi enya achigina pa.
And also in the sense what's your policy now can say protection minimum 50 million Ghana cedis and 100 million Ghanaian cedis. We can say I feel about but when there's a drop in the value, sometimes your claims will go up without you even thinking about it. Because with the premium on a risk of maybe 10 million or 100 million, by time in our loss, the currency has depreciated into Musikano, premium now, but claim because of the exchange, the stability is very important for the.
Menyina so yen twa yen ho yen jabo afọ nkrato ye ban sem ne bia ka eche de besomo. Isan so akwa ba bia Adom TV anwumre no nsia kase so ma yen to a yen sem no so na manhene ye ono ewo ntotoro so traditional cancer hafomantam ne mo edin eye berema twereko ampem otoso emiensa na sem bi odi atodwa osena nano matena nkonwa ye wo honum ne ye o mafamodi obo homodin bia ehwese ntotoro so na esen college no ombetumi so aboa na degree yo mafoko honum won site miakedi
10th anniversary ceremony I call so Ewon Totroso College of Nursing any midwifery wojumedie na seno Paramount Chief awo Ntotroso ewa hafo berima twekun ampem autoso miensa ede atudwa se traditional council no ebe mia wonini no mahwese sukuu no ebehwe na womanfo enso etumenya degree bi ne yade abeboa pa ma desua wonsem akonenim
de yesa preko any degree no so empanyumfo ebehwe ne san ba me fie esan ba ka kire msana esese ye de wade ma waka ne ma ba ko mieri mo ntoto mo wie pa ye de degree no ebe ma wo nanano mo akomaso se kwan bi ebe fa so a ne ma nketenkete ye wo ho no ye be yi afri ho na de ye hwehwe no ebetimi abamusa na ye be hia kase bi abio no na enimse degree who has some and as at the Abuja ama yasan eshia bio.
Principal no another school nano Augustina na Shomi enso ne Adom News in Central for H Komono one also the same say tuja.
Currently we are working towards attaining the degree status. We have written to GTEC and I was at the Nursing and Midwifery Council for credentialing. They have access to do few things before they will consider us. So we are on it. And we are hopeful that we'll be able to meet their standards to achieve the degree award.
Mensni kracho no wa santi achem ni din eye Ebenezer ko Edu or the adesire to abatan awofo ani so momodin abrebia no mmofra no no mundin komo no momma wono mo en hye won mun kran se de be STEM programs ahudui on betumi de wo mo ho ahyemu bi.
Abra Municipal Chief Executive MC Owo Asante Achim North Ebenezer Eko Edu ne manfo de aso ekobo former wo mo ba be si school a wo mo ba be kire eye STEM bi wo de atudwa se
ye school kitu a ye de ba na ye pese ye hya se wo nyabu ha na ye muvu Asante Achim bia na Ghana Education Minister ebehwe na ɔde kɔ Ghana fa na emu nyinaa because akwala no bɛwie JHS no wɔnyɛ sika ntoa so a okura ne nsa no dwuma ɛdeda ebi bɛyɛ electrician ebi bɛyɛ yɛfrɛ sɛ mason carpentry yɛde ne nyinaa ɛɛba saa school a but this year phase 1 ne yɛ school building no computer lab. The second phase, ɛbɛyɛ workshops, yɛde equipment ɛba. Nti yɛsrɛ ɛnɛ mmɔfra aba adesua yɛ ɔmo dɛ. Nti awofoɔ obi antu ne ba fam. Na saa school wei ɛnyɛ nyabofoɔ nkwa na yɛm deɛ yɛsate akyem central deɛ.
Deputy Director a ɔno ɛna in charge of supervision and monitoring Mauli Agbeko ɛnso ne Adom News nsɛntwerɛfoɔ ɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ no wɔn nso de nsɛm sɛ ɛtu dwa.
Yɛ ɛba ha no ɛbɛboa papa ɛsan sɛ ɛnɛ sɛ nyama ɛkɔ nyankane adesua na yɛsɛ history is the father of history ne nyama dabi sɛ yɛadesua no ɛkɔnkan ɛsɛ sɛ yɛne ɔmo advanced country no yɛ the ɛkɔpiti ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtete mmɔfra ɔmo yɛ critical thinkers any problem solver sɛ na bɛyɛ a ɔmo bɛkɔ wiase afa ne nyinaa na ɔmo so ɔmo akɔkɔ compete at the global level nti saa school yi sɛ nyame yɛ adom na yɛsi a ɛbɛma sɛ yɛ mmɔfra ɔmo asante akyem center no ɔmo so ɔmbɛnya nimdeɛ ɛwɔ science technology engineering and mathematics adesua mu.
Na watching so ya dia Ghana mrahye bedwa fie mpanyefo kwa asetena ne madodo na no mbobo ho nti yama ne boni ohene aposa kabo de course mrahye bedwa fie waboaboa no de to aso
abusa mi di ohene amponsa kakabo Ghana mrahye bedwa fie mra ye de bo oman no bra no ni nyina na ya kyekere no Chame hini ono no da mrahye bedwa yi ano urban kings first man abagbin ebegina simpie so na wo kasa no kyere se enwa ba behia se ba bia mprempre wote no ɛdan bi wɔ kora sɛ wɔn ba bɛdi mu dwuma a ɛsɛ sɛ wɔkɔ na wɔkɔgye wɔ state house ɛno nti no mprempren deɛ wɔne hia sɛ mmarahyɛ badwa no ankasa ɛbɛtumi anya baabi a wɔbɛtena kyɛ new chamber no ne nyinaa no ɔde nsɛm ato dwa sɛ
we plead with the executive to release the parcel of land around here for us to develop. We need to have a permanent seat for the pillar of democracy to be housed. A parliament house.
Yewa Erikopuku oswafo no na wo hwa awurukọcha nsem so na wo kire se enedie ekamia ye se abanya gbadwuma ama aduane kura ye di no ade aduane abu a woni bebehwe se wode bekọ amano na wakwakoto.
We have resourced the National Food Buffer Stock. In the 2025 budget, this house approved 100 million Ghana cedis for them to buy mop-up the SS. That was insufficient. And that was why in the 2026 budget, an additional 200 million was provided.
Eriko Pokudi ninsam etu dwawi no e na ofo asen yobi mrahye bedwani yewura kojo opon kroma kyerese we nyina no se bia ebrofo.
The minister of the parliament no kasa on this kind of say buffer stock say da no koto emo no influ enye no kore ko wo de konkurase ona ko he emu na egbo na konfo boka na ehwe o mu twadwadwo wo enti yesraba ni say munya enada ne bofo no mu ye wo ase no wo si fam enkofam ko hwese na akuafo edi apenie
aben enam Ghana for the Sanford so Dr. Kesila Atefos no kyerese amanwa so o hwe ekoko ebo na wo so ehwan kakra nti oman no so ehwan ne de so kakra na no na dom kuma ne se wogi tumu anya ade ebeyeye
setting no anu nie resetting anu nie so na yanti ne panyensem da se yati koko akuafo ebo so koko akuafo na ahwe o man saa entimi dia mesre se yati koko akuafo ebo so dia ene Ghana ha ye ye adwuma nyina yanti obia koko na katua so
amrashe bedwafo ede omano atum ni nyina ne yenuanom a wote be bia lake honom a obehwe no na ensuo no ede omawu na ebinom kra to na nanom wonse edo na nsen ebisi ye wo cratch important mo na no nenam so ema ye maame Helen ntoso no na wo ye cratch west emrahye bedwani ebe kan ensem obo abaso e wodwuma a wodi ye wo saa atoyire nkyem no mo.
Speaker, this painful tragedy serves as yet another reminder of the urgent need to enforce strict safety standards on our waterways. We must ensure that boats are not overloaded, that operators are properly trained and licensed, and that every passenger wears a life jacket before boarding.
No, and I hear Matthew in Damono, and I were Panay Mashibajani HSA.
Just spoke about the life jackets. Mr. Speaker, most of the people that uses the lake do not put on their life jackets. Some don't even have it at all. They don't even have it at all.
Abusia, this week in Parliament, me do SC, Dia Mejiso, Ayohene, Amponsa, Kakabo. That's Sunday, Ebesa.
Well, internal said the union in instrument season 8 auditions, a course of Takra, the next when you saw catch them for Brina, and I saw mobile honor boat you bought today, but promo mutrimus and cross semini a idea to match it in home so crabby passion and so. Say next week Saturday, the Nibechimo, or Kumasi True Vine Hotel, Bomodia, or Banner Yard, you know, Numotua, or then the new Bechimo Honor said a bay on Subit Martin, and Suma season 8, or then her room be says Suma season 8, and Paya, Ibija. Meaning also Nakasiana fancy meeting, Ediocate. Chi Ejis Kapimabo for my 4, Yamin Shramwadia, a student, who be a chira quite for choosing Macramo.